One of the most common questions in the world of remote online notarization is actually, how does one get started as a remote online notary in the first place? Now, while specifics will vary from state to state, the general process is pretty much the same overall. And in this video, I'll be talking primarily using the state of Ohio as an example, just because that's where I hold my current commission. Now, when you start off the process of becoming a remote online notary, I will say your Secretary of State's website, as well as the website for the National Notary Association, are going to be your best friends throughout this process. So when you're looking into becoming a remote online notary, your first step is to actually get your traditional notary commission in your state. Requirements on this vary from state to state. Each one has its own laws and regulations about how to go about getting your traditional notary commission. For example, in the state of Ohio, I was required to take a 3-hour online training course, followed by a brief exam, as well as submitting a background check. Now, the training and the exam were all available online. I didn't have to go on site anywhere for those. I did have to go briefly visit an office to do the background check, but I didn't even have to make an appointment for that, and they were able to get me in and out in, I want to say, less than 10 minutes. Now, again, this might not be the same depending on which state you live in, but you can always find the regulations for this on the Secretary of State website for your state. And also, again, check the NNA website. They'll have a lot of information there as well. Your next step is to go ahead and get your remote online notary commission. Once again, the NNA should have some state-specific resources and requirements listed. Depending on which state you're in, you may or may not be able to do that training online, and you may or may not be able to do that training directly through the National Notary Association website. Again, for example, in Ohio, I was able to do this online, but the NNA site did not have a direct resource for me to do the remote online notary training with them. However, they did have resources to another registered website, and I was able to do the training and exam there. Then, once you've completed this, you should probably look into getting your notary signing agent training. This should be available through the National Notary Association website. This will be one final round of training, another exam, also one additional background check, which if you purchase this through National Notary Association, they will actually organize and conduct and send you the results of that background check as part of your overall training purchase. So definitely something to look into. One other thing you'll want to look into is getting your errors and omissions insurance. This is something, if you're looking to strike out on your own, will give you a lot of extra credibility. On top of that, most signing services and remote online notary platforms will require you to have at least $25,000 of insurance to even sign up with their systems. So if you don't have that insurance, you're really not going to be able to put your commissions to any really good use. Once you've completed all of those trainings, you have your insurance, you have your background checks, then you want to look into signing up with some of those RON platforms. Now, when you're choosing one, there's not really any one specific way for me to tell you which one to pick, just because they all do essentially the same thing, which is conduct virtual notary signings, maintain digital notary journals, and recorded records of signing appointments. But each one is slightly different in terms of its interface and its workings and its setup. So really, your best bet is to just sign up with a few different ones, try each of them out, and just see which one works well for you. And the nice thing is, a lot of them are either free to join or will at least give you a 30-day trial period. So again, it's all going to be down to personal preference, what works best for you. So you're going to want to sign up for a few and just see which ones work best. So I hope that helped provide just a little extra insight into how to get started as a remote online notary. If you have any other questions you want to know more about, or just leave a comment, please feel free to do so. I love to hear from everyone. Anyway, thanks for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time.